snowmobile. Well, that's good that everyone knows what they're doing, but I haven't been mentioned at all. I think I should say something about this. Monica? Everyone diverts their attention to me, which ups my nervousness. We use the words avert and divert a lot. What am I gonna do to help? Before Monica gets to respond, Natsuki opens her big mouth.
Ooh, I know what he can do.
I already hate where this is going.
He could be Monica's slave and carry all of her stuff to Sayori's house. Or maybe he could clean the whole classroom for us.
Actually, that first one doesn't sound that bad.
Natsuki.
All of us are taken aback at Yuri's raised voice. Sayori even breaks away from Monica. Looking over to Yuri, I see what I can only imagine is regret on her face. Monica's less alarming tone of voice helps settle the atmosphere.
What's on your mind, Yuri?
Instead of immediately talking, Yuri looks over to me. I gingerly nod at her and smile, my non-verbal attempt of trying to say, "Everything's okay. Don't worry about it. You don't need a hyphen in non-verbal." After seeing her expression become a little more timid, she turns around to face Monica.
Well, I have a pretty big task at hand to do. Would it be acceptable if Hallie came over to my house to assist me?
I am speechless.
I've got nothing against that. But I don't think you should be asking me that.
As Monica bonked her head into Sayori. Yuri apprehensively looks over to me, but I feel like I should show my appreciation to her and attempts to ease her mind by smiling at her again. Before I speak, my mind is screaming, "Thank you," to her. I'm perfectly okay with that. She smiles sweetly at me, which causes me to clap my hands once out of my excitement.
Then it's settled. We're gonna make this the best festival ever. I'm sure of it. That's enough for now, everyone.
Yet another club day out of the way. I'll consider this one a success. Looking around the room for probably the last time today shows both Sayori and Natsuki packing up their stuff and getting ready to walk out the door. I myself am not quite ready yet, or to leave yet, as I want to see Yuri for a little bit. Yeah, me and her have to figure out what exactly we're gonna be doing for the festival. What kind of stuff we're gonna...
Hallie?
Huh? Oh, what's going on? Perfect timing.
Well, it just now occurred to me that we don't have a way of getting a hold of each other over the weekend. Would you like to exchange phone numbers?
I've been close friends with this girl for about 4 days now. How the frick did I never think of getting her phone number? What is wrong with me?
Hallie, are you alright with that?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was lost in thought there. I'm okay with that. Give me a moment. I pull my flip phone out of my pocket and bring up a screen that shows my phone number and present it to her. I don't know if I should be too surprised by the inquisitive face she just put on.
Oh my, Hallie. I haven't seen one of these in ages. Are you fond of archaic technology as well?
Okay, that I did not expect from her. Well, yeah, I suppose it's something I appreciate. It's just, this is the only phone I could get with my parents' phone plan. It's pretty simple, which I don't mind. Huh? She's messing around with my phone? I don't know how to feel about this. Not that she's gonna find anything that'll make her think differently of me. Hey Yuri, it's your turn. She looks up to me and just now seems to realize what she was doing.
You're right. Sorry.
With that, she quickly hands my phone back to me, grabs hers from her bag, and brings up a screen with her phone number. Hers is a fairly recent LG phone in a purple case, complete with a camera and 3.5mm audio jack. Everything that my phone doesn't have. After inspecting her phone for a bit, I take note of her number. There we go. A total of 2 contacts in my phone. I swear I'm hearing footsteps right now, but I'm gonna push that to the back of my mind. Okay, got it. Ready to walk home? Maybe we could talk about the festival along the way.
Actually, Hallie,
Both me and Yuri turn around to see what Monica has to say.
I was hoping I could talk with Yuri a little bit more. It's rather important.
While I'm blankly staring at Monica, trying to process what she just told me, a slow, creeping feeling of disappointment makes itself known. Well, so much for getting to walk home with Yuri. At least I got her phone number now. Oh god, I keep yawning, I'm sorry. But what could Monica want to talk with her about? I decide to step forth with a concerned face and talk about what I'm thinking of. Monica? Yuri's not in trouble or for anything, is she? Monica smiles sweetly and looks down at me, which makes me feel a little more at ease.
Hallie, she's not in trouble, I promise. There's nothing to worry about, bud. Her and I just have to talk about club-related stuff.
Monica's the club president. She knows what she's talking about. It probably is about club stuff anyways. Alright then.
There's one more thing I need from you, Hallie.
Oh, what would that be?
As club president, it's best if I'm able to contact all my members if something were to happen or an emergency comes up. Plus, I'm gonna need to know what poem he'll be presenting on Monday.
That's actually kind of clever. Pushing aside the fact that I still have no idea what I'm going to write for the festival, I like that. Yeah, I can live with that. Monica takes her phone out of wherever she keeps it, and the same number exchanging procedure plays out, but without her commenting about my phone. Stepping away from her to grab my book bag, I wave to Yuri before leaving the club room, to which she smiles warmly and we exchange our farewells.
3:58 p.m. He's finally left. It's about time, too. Yuri stays right where she is and keeps her arms behind her back, whereas I step a bit closer and look straight at her. Monica, what's so important that I need to be held after the meeting? It's about Hallie. She looks a bit shocked that I'd bring him up. What about him? Please try not to get too upset, but I've been silently observing you two the past few days. Yuri jumps back, nearly knocking over her desk, but quickly recovers and looks at me again. What? Monica, how could you? You should know it's not nice to stare like that. Unfazed by her sudden outburst, I clear my throat and continue speaking to her. Yuri, I know you and him are friends and all, but I've seen how close you and him were earlier today. She nervously looks around the room and takes a seat at a nearby desk before speaking again. What do you mean? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it's only been 4 days. Don't you think things are moving a little too fast? She doesn't initially respond. Instead, she takes a deep breath and tries to regain her composure. How am I supposed to know? I've never been in a situation quite like this, nor have I ever met a soul I've felt this comfortable around. I see. I can't say I'm too surprised. You do know how different he is, don't you? Yuri's eyes light up, just like how Hallie's did earlier today when I mentioned Wallace not attending the festival. Yes, he did. I'm not sure why.
Wait, what? Oh, hold on. Wrong button. You do know how different he is, don't you? Yes, he did, and I'm not sure what. That line does not follow that line logically. Not at all.
Well, you said it yourself about feeling comfortably around him. Maybe he feels the same way about you. She ends up putting her head in her hands with a somewhat perplexed look. I don't know. I guess what's most important is, how do you feel about everything? She doesn't respond again. She's probably overthinking like usual. After a bit, she composes herself again and looks towards me. I'm not sure, to be honest. These feelings I have. Sure, I found some characters in my books I've read to be lovable in many aspects, but I didn't expect those to, well, I've never experienced them this strong before. Probably strongly would be the word. It's all too scary. I don't know what to do. The urge to say Yuri has a crush is strong, but I wouldn't dare do that to her. I'm still a club president right now. Hey, don't be too hard on yourself. These feelings of yours are perfectly normal. Look, Yuri, if you want to pursue anything more with him, I won't stop you. If there's any advice I can give you about this, is listen to your heart. Trust your instincts on whether something feels right or wrong. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. We're friends. Would I ever steer you wrong? Well, that made her smile for once. Well, all right. I'll trust your judgment, Monica. She proceeds to get up from her seat, grab her bag, and turn around to face me with a concerned look. But please don't tell Sayori or Natsuki that we talked about this. Oh, Yuri, some things never change, do they? No need to worry. I hope everything works out for you and Hallie. Thanks, Monica. Farewell. As she's starting to walk out the club room, something comes to mind that I should tell her. Oh, wait, one more thing. Oh, what is it? I'm not sure if you like opera at all, but the Dream Wolf will be showing on TV tomorrow at around 6. Her eyes light up once more and she brings both hands to her chest. Oh, the story of Draco and Maria. I haven't seen that since I was a child. I'll admit, opera may not be an interest of mine, but I wouldn't pass up the opportunity to watch that again. Thank you for telling me. It's no problem. Bye-bye now.
What a random thing to mention.
Waving at her, she nods at me and closes the door behind her. I I had a feeling from Hallie's first day in the club that those two would get along just fine. It feels nice to know I was right all along.
3:58 p.m. The school hallway feels much more lonely without Yuri by my side, but this isn't something I'm not used to. This was my everyday life throughout all of high school, with the exception of the past 4 days, thanks to the club, so it doesn't bother me too much. I still can't help but wonder what Monica did to talk with Yuri about. I mean, she said it was club-related stuff, but that could mean a lot of things. The festival, club activities, the other members... who knows. Oh, that's right, the mailbox. Yep, still gotta take care of business from 2 days ago. Stepping out into the courtyard shows that it's not raining anymore, yet the grass, leaves, and trees around me are still damp after everything. There aren't any students around this time, which, for whatever reason, helps me feel at ease. No possible way of silent judgment if nobody's around. Instead of taking the usual route to get home, I have to take a different one so that I can make it to the park. This means I have to walk towards Yuri's house to get there. Even though that's not my destination, just the thought of that makes me feel nervous. Ugh, I'm gonna be going to her house someday this weekend. Huh, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever been over to anyone else's house before. Seriously? What the heck, man? Maybe I should text her tonight before going to bed so we can figure stuff out and whatnot. After saying that out loud, I find myself looking forward to talking with her tonight. Maybe I shouldn't be getting this excited over it, but I can't help it. About 8 or so minutes pass, and I've finally made it to the blue mailbox that's at the north end of the park. Finally! Stopping in front of it to open my backpack and find both the envelopes I need, I deposit them into the mailbox and look away from it towards my way home. Thank Christ, now I never have to think about that again, until the bills roll in again. Time to head home, maybe get myself a bowl of Frosties or something. Yeah, that sounds like a good...
Hey! Ellie!
Huh, what? Who said that? Sayori, you fool. Looking around a little too frantically shows nobody I recognize.
Over here, silly!
Okay, hang on, where is she here? Looking around the area more carefully shows Sayori sitting on one of the benches, all by herself. What's she doing here? May as well walk over to her and see what's going on. Sayori, what you doing here?
Oh, I've been here for a while now. My sunshine's supposed to be here, but he's fashionably late like always.
She puts on an annoyed look after saying that. I'm still not quite sure who she's talking about. Maybe I'll find out someday. Must be MC. Oh, you supposed to meet up with him or something?
Yeah, we're supposed to. Too bad he's taking forever.
Yeah, I hear ya. Mind if I keep you company for a bit? She looks to be in thought for a little bit before speaking again.
Yeah, sure, I don't mind.
Neat. That's when I take a seat on the same bench as her, but be sure to keep distance between us. The scenery around here is nice and mellow. Yeah, I guess that works. The setting sun and the sound of birds has a nice feeling to it. What should I talk to Sayori about? School? Life? The park we're at? Should I tell her about the lake that me and Yuri sometimes go to? No! That's something special that should be kept between me and her. Besides, I accidentally blabbed about the classroom to Monica earlier today. Oh, I know. Hey, Sayori, are you excited about the festival?
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna write the best poem ever for it.
Ooh, that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to hear it.
It sure is. What about you? Aren't you excited for it?
I don't initially respond to her, mainly because my mind is racing about everything that will happen about the festival. Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but why are we even performing in the first place?
I think it's because Monica wants to try to bring in more club members before we graduate.
Somebody to pass the torch on to?
Yeah, something like that.
I hear ya. I'm a bit indifferent about getting new members, though.
How come?
I don't really do well with most people in our school. I mean, you guys in the club are cool and all, but what if someone I don't like joins the club? It'd feel like the only after-school activity I've ever attended is being ruined.
I think I get that. Yuri said something like that when Monica mentioned that last week.
Yuri. I guess I'm also a bit nervous about reciting in front of everyone. Yuri said she's pretty nervous about that, too.
Oh, I'm sure the both of you will be fine. Try not to worry about it too much and it'll be over before you know it.
After thinking about that, she's got a point. I bet my time in front of everyone will be like some kind of weird time warp experience.
You must really like her, huh?
What? That came out of nowhere. I mean... Me and her, she and I, are best friends, yeah.
That's sweet. She's lucky to have you as a best friend.
Maybe I shouldn't be blushing at the thought of that. The hand goes to the back of my head again. I don't know, Sayori. I kind of feel like the lucky one here. Oh, God. I never thought I'd find someone I can relate to so well. She giggles to herself again.
Oh, I know. What if you ask her to be your date for the festival?
My eyes skyrocket for the third or fourth time today. They really like to count things in this mod, I've noticed. We should count how many times it says time. Did she really just say that? But why does she thought of doing that make her... No, the thought. Why did I say that? That said she... Why does the thought of doing that make me feel excited? I mean...
I think she would really appreciate that. That's just my opinion, though.
I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea.
Then what's stopping you?
I find myself staring blankly at the grass below me, as I am literally unable to answer that question.
Well, just know that none of us are. Holly, there's something I feel like I should tell you.
Well, now she has my full attention.
Ever since you joined the club, this is the most I've ever seen Yuri interact with anyone in all my time knowing her. She's always wanted to be by herself whenever we tried involving her with any club activity, and we almost had to fight tooth and nail to get her to recite for last year's festival. I don't know if it's because you're a boy, but you're doing something right.
Is that so? Maybe it's because of how different me and her are from everyone else.
Holly, you're silly. Everyone's different in their own way. Reminds me of a song that I like. 'Cause everyone is special, special, everyone is special. I don't know this tune, but everyone is his or her own way.
I can't help but smile and laugh a little bit at how silly she's being. Reminds me of what we talked about on our trip to the vending machine yesterday, about how she's a kid at heart. Alright. I think I get it.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. But are you sure that you and her are just best friends? You two were awfully close to each other today.
One eyebrow raised at her out of curiosity. What do you mean?
Seriously? Nobody told you?
I still have no clue what she's talking about. No?
Yeah, you fell asleep on her. It was so cute.
I jumped back a little bit at hearing that. What? No. You're kidding, right?
I swear.
I mean, I remember falling asleep at one point during reading with her, and getting woke up with water today, but not that part. What did she do about it?
Oh, she fell asleep too. You should have seen it.
How could I have seen it if I was asleep? Becoming a little overwhelmed by trying to picture me and her like that, I bury my head in my hands and just let that picture flow its course through my mind until it no longer lingers. I'm not sure why doing that works, but it's pretty effective at getting bad thoughts out of my head quickly. Not that I would consider that particular thought bad by any means.
Hey, look at me real quick.
What could she want this time? Complying to what she says shows a more serious look on her face.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, you should totally ask her to be your date for the festival. She'd really like that, and you never know what could come out of it.
Why does the thought of that seem so intimidating? I'm a bit nervous, though. What if she says no?
Then at least you tried. Would you be able to live with yourself if you'd never found out?
Damn, she has a point. Just the thought of that makes my heart pound a bit. Didn't Yuri say something about her favorite animal today? Ooh, if I get her something, would that convince her more? You know what? I like that. I think I'll do just that.
Good! I hope everything works out. I can't wait to see what everyone writes for the festival.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing to worry about. I get up from the bench and place my hand behind my head again. Yeah, me too.
Oh, one more thing.
Oh? What's going on?
Monica told me that the Dreamos will be on TV at 6 tomorrow. Are you gonna watch?
Huh. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I've never heard of this thing. I don't know what it is. The last time I saw it was back when I was a kid. And even then, I couldn't get through it because it made me too sad. Maybe I'll be able to get through all of it as an adult. And maybe it'll give me some... Oh, what's the word? Improvise. Inspiration. Yeah, that. I'm still contesting the idea that you consider yourself an adult. I'll be sure to watch. Thanks for telling me. I think I've spent enough time here. I gotta head home now.
Bye! Have a nice weekend!
You too. I nod at her, turn away, and start my walk home. On my way home, I managed to pull the chocolate bar from yesterday out and enjoy the rest of it. Doesn't matter if it's a day old, it's still not bad. Thank God I have absolutely nothing planned for the rest of the day.